How's it going, everyone? Famine52 back again, and today we're continuing on Final Fantasy 13. Let's get going. Alright, how's it going, everyone? So, in the last episode, let me go ahead and reacquaint myself with what we did in the last episode. Yeah, we went through Maharaba, took on a bunch of Roman robots, and met a new friend, Atmos, which is that fal'Cie right there, which acts as a personal taxi for us. And we went and took on a secret area that we honestly probably weren't strong enough to effectively take on right now, but that is perfectly fine. We were able to do it anyway. And before we move on, we have a sea stone right here. But before we actually go ahead and do that real quick, in the interest of full transparency, I have quite a fair bit of save data here for stuff that we haven't done yet. So, let's see. This right here is the save that I am currently on. As you can see, that is save 49. And my most recent save is save 61. So I have had about a week's worth of recording just be unusable. So if I seem to be going a little quick or thinking that I have some ability that I don't actually have yet, it's because my actual current game file has the stuff that I'm trying to use. So apologies in advance for any further stupidity on my part. But let's go ahead and actually continue on with this episode, shall we? We have this seed stone right here, which is mission 19, Triangle of Tragedy. We are fighting an Uridimu in the subterranean lake. It is a C rank mission, and time is of the essence. He must not defeat me in this. I must be the one to slay the Uridimu at Sulyya Springs. We were always together, he, my princess, and I. But it was he who won her love. Were he now to turn to crystal, I fear it would break her heart. And so it must be me. Then my princess can live out her days in happiness, as a princess rightly should. So we got a little bit of a love triangle here to retroactively take care of. So we are going to be moving up to the quest marker, at which point we are going to get a scene and honestly be in kind of a beautiful area. Let's go ahead and take a look, shall we?
What you doing?
I was talking to Sarah. Just telling her that we're all gonna be okay.
It's so pretty. Sarah, you'd been crying, hadn't you? Back when we first met? This place was beautiful, and my focus was to destroy it. I decided to do nothing, and wait to become a thief. But because I did nothing, others got dragged into this nightmare, and I was the one to blame. How's the scrape? Huh? Fine. Much better, thanks to you. Oh, sure you don't mind. I mean, I'm not keeping you from anything, am I?
Not at all. Don't worry. I could sit here for hours.
Hey, Sarah. Do you think we'll meet again?
We might. Sure.
See, the thing is, I was chasing after someone. And there's something I really need to apologize for. But I just can't ever find the words.
Gee, that's gotta be tough, huh?
Yes. I even have nightmares about it.
Well, if it's too much to deal with, face it later.
Really?
Sometimes things seem easier when you look at them from a distance, you know?
But does that really work?
Good question. I'll let you know. Actually, I've been trying to keep something at a distance myself lately.
Like what?
Don't laugh, okay? It's a dream I had. A bad one. I dreamt I destroyed the world. It was terrifying. I needed some time alone. It had me so scared, I tried to run away. But then, my boyfriend, he came chasing after me. That's when I understood. Running away and leaving behind the people you care about? That isn't love. Though you might just want to keep them safe, shutting them out of your life only hurts them more. The point is, I have people I can count on. I'll make it through.
I think you'll be fine.
And you will be too. You'll find the words. I'm sure of it.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What else can I say?
I'm not the one you should be asking, Vanille. You'll know what to say when you find your friend. You'll see.
You mean you met Sarah?
I tried to hide our focus, and she ended up a l'Cie. I wanted to say I was sorry, but
Well, when we rescue her, maybe you'll get the chance.
yeah, I hope so.
Come on.
I think Sarah saw the same vision of Ragnarok that we did. Which means Daisley had to be lying when he explained her focus. I think she beat it. She handed Cocoon over to us, and that's what made her turn to Crystal.
Yep. I know.
Alright, so after that scene, we have a few treasure spheres here for us to gather. This first one right here is going to have 13 vials of strange fluid. And then if we make our way over here to the central area, we are going to see that we have a bunch of frogs to take on. So let's go ahead and start combat with these guys. Hopefully we can kind of blitz them into oblivion. Alright, they are down. And we have a new treasure sphere up here. This one containing 10 vials of ignitic fluid. And if we go over here where Feng is, there is something for us to interact with. We will be doing this in a moment. First, I want to take care of this hunt that we have, which is going to be up this way. So hop on over here. And we're going to have some more frogs and some fish up here. The fish are Orobon, and of course the frogs are the Tyrannosaurus. And this is technically the first time that we have fought this form of Sahuagin. But they are essentially the same as what we fought before, just a little bit of a palette swap and powered up. They can daze the party though, so just be aware of that. I'm going to go ahead and go into Relentless Assault. Get this guy staggered and taken care of. Now we are down to the last one. At this point, we can see that they absorb ice and are weak to fire and lightning. They have a hit point pool of 257,400 and are relatively easy to stagger, at least when there's a few of them. Once they start gaining a lot, then things just get bad. And they were guarding a treasure chest that contains an Aquabane brooch, which I believe is critical bar water. Yep, critical bar water. And you know what? I forgot I had this ribbon on. It is currently not doing much, if anything, for me. So let's go ahead and put the platinum bangle back on. Bringing up our HP that extra 400 points. And we got some more frogs right here. We have a courtship frog, which is that one right there. So we are going to want to take that one out first. I targeted the wrong one. This one. So these frogs, the Ceratopraptor, they will call in friendlies. So just take care of him as fast as you can. It looks like we were able to take care of all the other ones as well. So that is all fine and dandy. And they were guarding this treasure sphere right here, which in and of itself contains 6 moistened scales. And then up here we have a bunch of the wolf type enemies guarding a treasure sphere. This is going to be our mark, so let's go ahead and take them on. Having 2 commandos is definitely a very quick way to take care of some of these battles. For that fight, we get 4,900 CP, as well as the mission complete screen, which is going to give us 1 Cobletite. And the treasure sphere that they were guarding contains 5 septile or Yeah, sleep tiles, scales. Ow. More biologicals. Now let's go ahead and head back on down to the central area. And make our way over to the last group of enemies that is currently here. There's going to be some more frogs and Zahegan enemies. We were... Oh no, just this guy. Never mind. So let's go ahead and quickly take care of this one.
As if there was any doubt.
Very well. And then we got some frogs and a single one of the Zahegan types. So a blitz of Oblivion these guys hopefully. Before moving on to the Orabon. Alright, now let's go ahead and go to Relentless Assault, get this guy staggered. Very nice. And that is all of the battles in the main area of this section. That being said, there is the thing that Fang was looking at earlier that we can't interact with. And I am going to do that. If you want to just move on, feel free to do so. But this is going to bring us some new treasure spheres as well as some enemies.
They grown big here.
That false sea protects the waterfront.
Must think we came to stir up trouble.
Well, if that's what it thinks, shouldn't we probably be heading off now?
Looks like it's a little late for that.
Thing looks pretty confident, too.
It should be clumsy out of the water. If we can get it to follow us onto dry land. Okay, guess that's not happening.
Alright, so that brought up two little island things, each with a honestly pretty formidable group of foes for this point in the game. And both islands have two treasure spheres on them. So we're going to go ahead and take on this fight. We are going to try to take on the Ceratopraptors first, because I don't really want them to bring in too many of their friends. And as you can see, they were able to bring in a few of their friends, but hopefully, oh god.
Keep it together.
Hopefully we should be able to handle this.
You looking pain?
Let's go ahead and Phoenix down Vanille. Any luck, she will give Lightning some help here any second. There we go.
Thank you.
For right now, we're just going to kind of stay in entourage. Let Fang soak up all of that aggro while Vanille heals. Once once Fang gets into green health, we can go ahead and go out of Entourage, but it looks like Vanille is slowed and she was stuck there for a second. Let's go ahead and go into Solidarity, get some glitches in.
You looking at me? You looking at me? Appreciate it.
Alright, let's go into Relentless Assault. These fights right now are definitely difficult, so just take your time, use Sentinels and Medics as you can. And you will eventually make your way through them. Lightning was getting a little low on health, so went back into Solidarity. And now Relentless Assault, and we should be good.
As if there was any doubt.
And there we go. That fight gets us a cool 8,365 CP. And the treasure spheres that they were guarding, this one contains a nugget of Uranite. And this one contains a Riptide Ring, which just gives us a base 25% resistance to water. That is nice indeed. And then over here we have essentially the same fight, only instead of 2 or 3 Orobon, there are only 2. So in theory, this one should go slightly faster. For now, I am letting Fang take control of the other Raptor. Hopefully she will be able to prevent it from doing the courtship dance, but it doesn't look like she will. So let's go ahead and go into Relentless Assault. Focus down on that other Raptor. And then Solidarity.
You looking at me? You looking at me? You looking at me?
Try to focus down the frogs this time.
You looking at me? Appreciate it. This'll be fun.
And this one is basically dead. Alright, now let's go into aggression. And now it's just the Orobon left. And this one's almost down. And now we can work on the other one. Going to relentless assault and just take care of this one right quick. And there we go. And this group was guarding these two treasure spheres, which contain an Imnar stone, as well as a water charm. That water charm is, of course, random water eater, so could be useful in certain scenarios. But let's go ahead and now move on to the next area. It's going to be across all of these jumpy paths, and then another path up here. And this takes us to a treasure sphere right here, containing 7 abyssal scales. Then there's really nothing else in this area until we move on to the next one. Except for this cutscene.
Hey, Sarah. What dreams are you having up there?
We stop here for the night. Tomorrow's gonna be even tougher than today.
How's Sarah?
Same as we left her. Feels so far away now. Sarah says she wants to talk. She'd probably prefer it if you skipped the lectures. Hey!
Once we're home, what's your plan? You're getting married, right?
What's that?
Sarah wants to know.
Don't scare me like that.
You are getting married, aren't you? Don't you let her down, you hear me?
Don't worry. This tear will be her last. I'll make sure of that.
That's all I need to know.
You will see her, right?
Don't go there. No room for doubt.
You're right.
We'll see her again. And soon. You convinced me of that. So stay strong.
Don't worry. We'll finish this and go see her together.
Alright, after the emotional scene, we do have a save station right there. But nothing really much else, so let's go ahead and continue moving on. And we have another treasure sphere right here before the end of the area. This one containing a Seath tier. Which, I mean, they could have put anything in that treasure sphere, but they chose the Seath tier. How rude. Anyway, here we are in a new area. This is going to be the Tajin's Tower Palisade. We are going to have a Seath Stone mission up here in a moment.
Over there.
We are going to need to figure out how to traverse this tower.
We get through there, and we'll be in Abba.
You're almost home.
Yup.
Doesn't exactly look like it's gonna be a leisurely stroll.
I'll see.
Oh, so we just head through this Foul Sea's lair to get to Erba, right?
What's another foul sea at this point, huh?
I don't like the looks of that.
Alright, so here we have Seath Stone mission. Number 20, Goblin Chieftain. It is going to be here in the Palisades. And when Father told me he was leaving us, I struck him full in the face. I can still remember the look in his eyes to this day. Just as I'll never forget the way he picked himself up and left without a word. I found out later that he had turned to crystal. It pains me now to think of how I never made any attempt to understand how he suffered under the burden of his focus. That is why I must triumph over the Goblin Chieftain near Tajin's Tower, so that someday I could tell him that I am sorry. So yeah, let's go ahead and help this son out right here. First, though, we do have a new wolf type enemy here. These guys like to put imperil on the party and then heal themselves with a burst of electric damage. So just be aware of that. If you're having difficulty with these guys, it might not be a bad idea to put like a spark ring on or like a fulminant ring or something like that. But we should be okay as is. Yeah. For the most part, we only fight them one at a time, so shouldn't be too difficult. And we have another one right up here. Another thing that you can do against these guys is drop into your exploitation paradigm if you have that set up. And then Fang and Hope, or Fang and Neil, will kind of debuff the wolf as lightning gets some physical damage in. Yeah, and now that we have Imperil on him, let's go ahead and drop into Relentless Assault. And then he just melts. And then up next, we are going to have a Wyvern type enemy. This big boy right here. Assuming he can get to us. Come on. Thank you. And again, for this guy, I would recommend debuffing him for a couple rounds. At least getting Imperil on him and like D-Protect, D-Shell. we got fog on him. There's Imperil. So let's go ahead and go into Relentless Assault. And there's the stagger. And he should be done here any second now. There he goes. I believe we have one more of those guys to fight before we make it to the mark. Although I have been wrong before. This is our mark right here. As you can see, it is a Goblin Chieftain as well as a Maestro, with a Munchkin and a Goblin. So we are going to need to take care of these guys. At this point, honestly though, nothing we haven't taken care of before.
You're nothing!
Go ahead and get out of our debuffs and go to aggression.
Hey, you! Out of my way! Eat this! Eat this!
And now we only have the Chieftain left. And there he goes.
Hardly worth the effort.
For that battle, we get 4,540 CP, as well as the mission complete screen, giving us a Roger Crossite. And they were guarding a treasure sphere, this one containing 20 Sinister Fangs. And moving on, we're going to have one more battle with 2 of the wolf type enemies coming up here before we actually make it into the tower. With any luck, we can get a preemptive? Yes, we can. And there they go.
This turned out okay.
And now we can make our way into the base level of Tajin's Tower, where we are going to have a scene and a few more enemies to take care of.
My stomach's tight. Hot.
And hopefully, nope.
I'm not the only one hearing that, am I?
No, it couldn't be them. Could it?
I don't know. It's weird. Like voices in my head.
I hear it. Your presence here draws the tyrant's gaze. Leave this place at once.
We can't leave. This is the only way for us to get through. Please, help us.
As you wish. Look for us, and the way will open.
That was easy enough.
You never know. Could be a trap.
Could be. Don't see no stairs, though. Do you?
Nope. This is our ride. Bumpy or not.
Alright, so now that that
Moving?
scene has happened, we have some wolf buddies down here, as well as treasure spheres and the like. So the whole thing of Tajin's Tower is we are going to be looking for these statues right here, which are honestly glorified seed stones, just kind of disguised, and the like. We have, I want to say 4? Maybe 6 that we need to complete in order to actually move on and complete the tower to its fullest. And honestly, 40-minute recording. This is going to be a bit of a short recording for me because I want to take the tower on all in one episode. So we are going to be tackling that next time, everyone. But yeah, that should be good for now. So let's go ahead and head on over to this save station right here. And I am going to make sure to save my game in a completely different slot. But yeah, so thank you all so much for joining me. And until next time when we take on Tajin's Tower proper, this is Famine52 signing out, and peace out.